Maria, and I have Miss Connie Green here from TBCC. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good. It's kind of nice outside.
It is.
I know.
You know
And it's a little peek of the sun.
Well, it's kind of just a great Tillamook day. You've got a little bit of clouds, a little bit of sun.
Right. That's what we do here.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
We do it well.
So TBCC just had their graduation, and they had some special entertainment, didn't you?
We did. Well, as you all know who are listening, and Lisa knows, this is our 35th year as a college. So on March 31st, we had celebrated with a community party, actually sponsored by our community partners. So Pelican, Pacific Seafood, others stepped up. And so about 200 people showed up, and it was a wonderful party.
And that was at the Pelican, right?
It was. Yeah. It was just fun to do under the big white tent. And who would have thought on the 31st we could have had a sunny, glorious day with not a lot of wind. It was pretty fun to watch. It's like, okay, someone was watching out for us.
Yeah, totally.
But when we started planning graduation, which was last Friday, we wanted to make sure there were some special things for that 35th year. And so one of those special things was Mark Laphart got an honorary associate's degree from the college.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, Mark has given so much to this community from when he's worked for the Board of Forest, Department of Forestry, but also as a commissioner. So he got an honorary associate's degree in community college championship, and he is an amazing champion for education in general, but really for us.
He's actually in here tomorrow.
Yeah, he
I'll have to ask him about that.
You did well. It was really fun. It was a total surprise, and it was fun to do that for him. So that was one of the surprises, and we recognize our students. We have students who are considered all stars. All community colleges, there's 17 of us, nominate 2. And so we recognize our all stars, and they were also able to meet with the governor. So it was really kind of fun. Recognize them. We have a person in our community that created a $1,000 award for exemplary teaching. And so the students nominate. This is our 3rd year. And so we were able to recognize that award, and one of our faculty members got $1,000. Yeah. And Dale Hammer is a community member here, and he put that together so that there's a way to recognize excellence. So you recognize students' excellence, you recognize faculty excellence. Then we did the surprise with Mark's degree. We had 2 great speakers. Our student speaker is Macy O'Donnell, and Macy came to us from high school. Had a first-class scholarship, which is what the board offers.
That's the 2 years free.
The 2 years tuition free. She did that.
Which is amazing.
Well, it's a great gift from the board. I mean, they really are committed to helping students get started. And so that's been a real positive thing. So she was our speaker and just told her story and what it was like to come and be a single mom and do these great things. And she's now going on to get a real estate license, and she's also going to continue working online for a bachelor's degree. So
that's great.
Yeah, so her story was wonderful. And then our community speaker was Joseph O'Neill. And Joseph is kind of like a lot of us. He's got an ag natural resource background. The reason we chose him is this is the first year we had an ag natural resource graduate, because it's the 2nd year of our program, and we actually had a graduate.
Nice.
So Scott Roca is our first graduate. He was here with me a month or so ago, and we talked with him here on the air. But Joseph has this ag natural resource background, but it's not how he began. He began as someone who loved art. And from art somewhere we got into doing race car design. And from race car design he got into doing hairstyling, art, design, okay? And
what an interesting path.
Well, and so many of us in this community have interesting paths.
Yeah.
We don't start out with, I want to be this, that's what I'll be the rest of my life. So many of us have tried different things, but we have this passion. It's like, there's not a job description, but somewhere it fits.
Right.
That's his journey. Went back and got his degree and began working in fish hatcheries, but what he loves to do is work with his hand and create things. And he now works at the NLC at the Northwest Hatchery Center Research Center. So he works with scientists from around the world, and they come in, they say, I want to do this. So they have the concept of what they want to research, but he's got to create, how do you do it? So what's the kind of filter you need? What's the kind of... So he's the person that creates the thing that lets you do your research without inhibiting the other things. So fascinating guy. He's kind of the MacGyver of the fish world. MacGyver at all. And so it was great having him tell a story about, you've got a degree, but keep on going on. Follow that passion.
Yeah.
And you may not know the job description, but it will come along.
Sure.
And he didn't know his job description until he saw this, like, this is perfect. Where it is perfect.
Yeah.
And so it was fun. So we did that. And then before we gave our diplomas and degrees, because it was the 35th anniversary, I was trying to figure out, well, could we do something special for our students? And there happens to be a band called Cloverdale.
Yes.
That many of us in Tillamook really like. and their roots are here. Rachel and her family came to the Tillamook coast all her growing up years. When she met her husband, Chad, he started coming also to the Tillamook coast. And they've done a lot of their writing in Terra Del Mars, where they did a lot of their writing. They're now in Nashville. They're an opening act for folks, but they have a heart. So they'll be here this Friday for Cork and Brew.
Yep.
They usually do something at Grateful Bread at times because they spent so they're just part of us. I asked if they would happen to be in town and be willing to do a song and surprise our graduates, and they were willing. They were in town. Yeah. So they had a brand new song that they sang, and on top of that, they personalized CDs for every student.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was a wonderful gift. So it's kind of a neat 30. It's not the average thing you do at graduation,
right.
but this is his 35th year. So
now you've set the bar.
We've set the bar. But it was fun.
Next year, not so fun.
It was fun. And those 30 graduates who walked, there's actually 43 that got their degrees this year. 30 of them walked. And it's just fun hearing their stories because all of them are either going into a job or they're transferring and they're going to the next step and have their families there and their kids and their grandkids and everyone applauding. And it is just truly a great community celebration.
That's awesome.
It is very, very fun. One of my favorite days of the year.
And did that happen last week or the week before last?
It happened last Friday. It's just a few days ago.
And it probably feels like a month ago.
Well,
right?
Well,
everything goes so fast anymore.
Things do go fast. And, so the graduation was then. We're doing this is the last week to register for summer classes, these are the credit classes.
Yep.
Non-credit, you can register the day of, but all the credit classes, you've got until Friday to get registered. And, each summer we try to figure out what is the schedule that fits because all of us love living at the coast in the summer and we're all busy. But what are
Hold on, I'm going to interrupt you really quick.
You can't
because
you have an announcement.
I do. I have to do a little break, but then we'll come back and talk about summer schedule. We're going to take a break and talk about Tillamook Country Smoker. You're traveling along, enjoying the scenery, and 6 miles north of Tillamook on Highway 101, there it is, Tillamook Country Smoker. A family-owned business that's been turning out a unique brand of beef jerky for over 40 years. It's juicy, tender, and it's good. Stop by their retail store off of Warren Street at Highway 101 in Bay City. They're open 9 to 5, 7 days a week. You're going to find everything, 2-foot-long pepperoni, teriyaki, and beef sticks for just $1, and excellent summer sausage. There's always something on special. Those 1-pound bags of beef jerky are a great buy. Tillamook Country Smoker. If we're going to eat healthy, this is the way to do it. And be sure to visit them online at tcsjerky.com. So we're here talking with Connie Green from TBCC. And yes, you guys have super fun things going on for summer schedule.
Well, it is. And we
credit and non-credit.
It is. So we did try to bring in some non-credit things that were with amazing experts. So we have Christine Harrison, who also teaches our credit classes, has been gone. She's been in Venice. So she's going to do a whole workshop on the wonders of Venice. We've got Bruce Koike, who does this beautiful fish art, known along the coast, gets awards for this. Going to come in if you want to learn how to do fish arts and fish prints. He brings all with you. You can learn how to do it. Mike Cattell, which is a wonderful attorney, but most of us love Mike's photography as well. He's going to do a photography workshop for one day. Bring your camera and just work with him to figure out views and light and whatever. So there's...
kayaking. I mean, there's all kinds
There is
of
kayaking,
stuff.
There's fly fishing, there's train for a 5K. So we did a whole group of things to just kind of things that we thought were summerish and they're not like we also have all the courses at the Y and North Coast Recreation. So those are there, but we tried to add some things that were a little bit different.
French conversation in case you're planning on going to Europe or France.
Yeah, or Paris in particular. I love Paris, But those are really kind of fun things. We've got some technology pieces. I mean, disaster recovery computer workshop. I think with all the hacking and with things that are going on, if you don't know how to back up your person, this is a great way to figure it out. So there's a lot of those things. We've got a whole thing on exploring Tillamook County history, amazing story of Bay Ocean. So our hope was we created things that left you kind of jump into something. It wasn't a long-term commitment. You got to learn and walk away with something new. Or if you've got someone visiting or whatever, it'd be a great way to go experience something new together.
Yeah.
Plus, we have our regular Get Ready for College, our GED, Adult Basic Skills, and then we have all of our credit classes. Most of them are either bringing up your skill level so you're ready, or like our biology, some of our writing, our communications, econ, the kinds of things you need. So even if you're coming home from college and you want to pick up an extra class this summer to make your load lighter when you go back,
sure, that's
great
a great
way
idea
to do it. So
I saw some business classes in there.
Yep,
Business
there
management.
So, our hope is that you open it up and come the schedule, come join us. It's also online. So if you don't want to look at the paper copy, you can find it online and come join us for the summer. Like I said, registration ends on Friday of this week for the credit classes, and all the non-credit you can register. We'd love to know ahead of time, but you can register when you walk into the class.
And I thought something that was interesting looking at the schedule in the technology section was Windows 10, the upgrade process, which I know is one of those things. Every time I open my computer, I get the little thing that pops up. And then I hear these horror stories about Windows 10. I'm like, I don't want it.
Yeah.
But there's a class on July 16th. It's a full day class. Is that Friday or a Saturday? I'm not sure. No, I think.
Well, it should say on the schedule there, July 6th. It usually
just
has the day on.
July 16th.
It doesn't have the day with it. Well, that's interesting. Okay. So,
but there is a class. And so it talks about what it is and how to integrate it. Because you have until July 29th to upgrade for free.
Right.
So
it's right ahead of the deadline
I know that's
date.
kind of a hot topic. If you have a computer and it keeps bugging you about Windows 10, go take a class.
Yeah. My guess is the 16th most likely is a Thursday.
Oh,
because
gotcha.
we're not open on Fridays, so most likely it's a Thursday or Monday there. So we can fill out a calendar. But yeah, check it out.
Yeah, some interesting things.
It is. And then, we're also trying to get ready as we kick off fall. At the same time, kick off summer, we're also getting ready for fall, gearing those things up. And we have taken the time this year to kind of work with our community and our employers. So we redesigned our industrial maintenance technician program. So we have a few more certificates. We have some things that give you a pathway to some pre-engineering areas. It's exciting to see what the fall schedule will have. And the employers are quite excited because it looks like we've got, we kept our apprenticeship base, and then we morphed some things so you can get some actually certificates that are nationwide certificates in the industry that not only will work here, but potentially work if you wanted a job somewhere else. I'm not suggesting people should leave Tillamook, but it helps.
But it helps to have, a
certification that somebody else recognizes. It's not just where's that college somewhere.
Right,
so those are really helpful. We also redesigned our criminal justice program to be criminal justice and public safety, and we've got certificates in there as well. And so it's really fun to watch these things, listen to our employers, listen to our students, look at regional, national trends, and what can we do to better align. So this year, those two programs were totally realigned.
Cool.
Ag Natural Resource completed its second year, and it's ready to go forward and feels really good where it's got things. And then, of course, our business administration is totally online. And all of our services now are online to go with it. And our hope is that will reach more people because you can do it anytime, day or night.
If you have a full-time job, you can do it when you get home.
So to have
on the weekend.
You've got it. So to have all those career technical programs kind of realigned with new certificates in them, our hope is that helps more people be able to build that skill set they need. And, one day you're doing just great, and the next day you hear some things I think, maybe I should change this skill, or maybe I should upgrade this because I'm watching something over here and I've got a couple job openings. If I had this, I'd be more competitive.
Right.
So oftentimes it's not about a whole degree, or it's about what do I need for me and my hope and my dreams. How do I follow those, and what skills do I need to pick up? So we're trying really hard to make sure that our citizens and people who are here have that ability to come pick them up. So it's fun. Looking forward to fall is really nice.
Yeah. Sounds like you got some good stuff planned.
We do. So
I don't remember who was here a couple of months ago, but they were talking about some of the flagger classes and things like that. And you guys were working with the creamery on some classes. So that kind of goes in with that employer, talking to the employers.
It does. And so we do some contracted training with the creamery. We can do it with others where we try it. So if you have a need, we may not always have the person, but we have this wonderful network. In Oregon. So we're able to say, hey, who can do X and who is the person that does it best? And then we bring them over and figure out a way to do it on a weekend or work with the employer to figure out how do you make it work. It can be during the week. So we try to tailor stuff. So if people have a need, let us know, and we can really work with you on that. It's been a great thing.
It seems like it would be more cost efficient to have training here versus, going to Salem or Portland or something like that to get those certifications that you need.
Right. You don't have the drive time, don't have the overnights or whatever. Right. So if we can bring people here, it may break even in money or save money, but it definitely saves people time, wear, and tear.
Which is important.
It is important so that you can still do all those family things you're supposed to do, or friend things you're supposed to do, or whatever organization you belong in, those things you're supposed to do by not having, and most of us know that, that route to Salem or to Portland.
Right.
It's not so to save that hour to 2 hour, depending which traffic you're in, drive for every person, that's huge. Yeah. So we're here to do that. And so if a company's doing something now and have people traveling, give us a call and figure out how we can bring it here with you. So
cool.
We'd love to do it.
We are going to take a quick break, talk about Tillamook Motor Company. Welcome to the more human side of engineering. The Lincoln MKZ Hybrid is efficiency in its most elegant form. Enjoy the luxury of power. The shared features between the MKZ Hybrid and its gas counterpart go well beyond the exterior. Designers and engineers worked hand in hand to deliver a hybrid powertrain while keeping a look of distinction. Whether you're in the market for a new car or something pre-owned, it's nice to know who you're doing business with. Tillamook Motor Company is on the friendly corners of 5th and 7th on Main in downtown Tillamook, and they have your next vehicle. You get their bottom line, one price without having to haggle, and it includes Ford Protect Premium Care Extended Service Plan for 2 years or 24,000 miles. Take a test drive today at Tillamook Motor Company, a better place to do business. So TBCC is expanding. It has a baby.
Yeah.
Right? I saw yesterday, I drove by and went, there's walls!
There is walls. So our Partners for Rural Innovation Building is coming. I mean, it is a tilt-up wall project, just like the current building we're in. Same contractor, Todd, is doing it, Todd Construction. And so for a while, it just looked like it was flat and flat and flat.
Yep.
And so, and all at once.
It's hard to see the vision when there's just stuff on the ground.
But Monday they started raising the walls, and they completed it yesterday. So the walls are up. So now it's ready to do the roof and start doing the inside work. But it's exciting. It is Oregon State Extension, our amazing partner, will be moving there from the downtown
I know they're
location.
Excited about that.
Well, it's fun. It's fun. They
have lots of room.
They have more room, and we share so much together. We're both committed to education. We're both committed to whether it's from extension, whether it's a master gardener identifying working with you, or whether it's Troy Downing working with you on a farm, or whether it's of the 4-Hers, there's this wide range of constant lifelong learning they're committed to. And so are we. So to put us out there together, our hope is we can share both buildings based on things. So if they need more space for something, we can so it's like it really becomes an education campus. So we all get to be there together. Small business development, economic development, and tourism will also be in the building.
Oh, great.
So part of the Partners for Rural Innovation is how do we partner better to create innovation in our ag natural resource areas. And so that's why when you walk in the front doors, small business development, economic development, tourism will be on the left-hand side, and there's a conference room, and then you see the big sign for Oregon State Extension, and they're all on the right-hand side. There's a great pantry and a demonstration kitchen, a large classroom.
Cool.
It has a dividing wall, and the other side of the classroom has our Ag Natural Resource classroom. You can also open it up so we can handle a lot of people. And at the very end, there is a resource computer lab, not to necessarily teach classes. It could be, but it's more for people having access. A 4-H club could come use it. A person who's working with somebody, so it's more of an access point. And it's exciting to see it all there. And our hope is as we get there, we had this vision of how we could do better work together. And you think about 4-H and Extension and Oregon State. If you think about what's across the street, well, there's the 4-H dorm, there's the 4-H this, the 4-H that. So now they're close to all the things that they also help with. So hopefully it puts all of us kind of there, and it creates this other kind of way to do our work. We started out, we needed about $5 million for this project.
Yikes.
Well, yeah, so part of it was in the building, but part of it was also in the infrastructure because we're changing sidewalks and roads.
Oh, sure.
And
Yeah.
stormwater
Yep.
and water. And so we worked with the city, and the city wanted us to be on city water, not Fairview.
Fairview.
So there's just a lot of pieces that had to go into it. So we as a community college had $2 million from the state. We needed to match it with $2 million. So we were able to find a way to match it. But our real goal was to how do we get to the $5 million. So the college had about $1 million plus in bond levy remaining from so we put that in it. And so we started this journey to raise the other $2 million. And we actually are within $207,000 of it.
That's great.
We started last March,
impressive.
April. Oh, it's wonderful.
In a year?
In a year.
Wow.
And so I give lots of credit. So Helen Ginger, I've shared this before, was the first person. And so Helen gave $200,000 over 2 years to get us started. And then TCCA, as a partner, business partner, matched her $200,000. So they gave us $200,000. Yeah. And then Bob Riegert and now his family foundation gave us $100,000. And that began the local part. And then we started writing grants. Right. So we have grants from CHS Foundation, local, feed dealer, Meyer Memorial, Oregon Community Foundation, Spirit Mountain, Ford Family, and Samuel Johnson Foundation, Reeser Foundation, plus then Oregon State Extension's putting money into it.
Sure. Yeah, of
so
course.
we're within this 200 4% of what we need for the total project. So we're close. So, we've started sending some requests out to different individuals and town businesses, and somewhere most likely the end of July we'll do kind of a whole community request and come up with, so whether it's a 4-H club that wants to give $20 or whatever, will this community request go out, and our hope is that we can finish off this $200,000 at the end here. So we are so close,
just to get that little final push.
So we thought, and it's doable. I mean, we started with the community, went to the foundations, and now wrap up with the community. So
right. Now, are those donations tax deductible?
They all are.
Oh, well, fabulous. If you're looking for a
tax deductible,
good tax deductible
it is.
donation.
And if you believe in Oregon State Extension or in Tillamook Bay, or you just believe in learning forever, it's a great way to step in and say, here's...
You're putting money back in the community.
You are. And our hope with this, the reason we want to have it all paid for is so when Extension moves in and small business development and for the community, there's not debt on this building.
Right.
So it is debt-free. So even though we have the bond levy that everyone passed for the college to build the building we're in, that we moved into January 2010, there is no debt on this building. So it's
great.
So that was important to us, too, to not have debt on the building.
Right.
And then just recently, we went to look at we could refinance the bond, and we could. And so we're going to save about $750,000 in interest, and that takes effect on the 16th of this month.
Sweet.
Yeah, so our board is amazing. I mean, board could take the money they had and build something for themselves, but they really wanted to build something for us.
Right.
And then the board decided if we could refinance and bring down the interest and save money, why not?
Yeah.
So it's an amazing board who cares so much, and they give the first-class scholarship. So they are so committed to this community. Those 7 board members are some of my best friends because I just watch I watch them care so much and say, okay, this isn't kind of the normal things colleges do, but we want to do this partnership.
Right.
And we want to reduce the debt. And we want to make sure that students have a chance to come. So there's a lot of great things that people believe in this community. It's kind of like all of us who believe in the charity drive.
Yeah, sure.
There's this wonderful Tillamook spirit that all of us save money in January for this charity
and
drive.
it's nice to watch the college grow, because didn't it used to be out at the district office? Wasn't it? Where was it before?
So where the district office is on First Street is where it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And before that, it was in Bay City.
Which is a really small building if you think about it being a college.
Right. It was very small.
Yeah.
And it was up until about 2008, it was about 80% non-credit. And now it's about 80% credit. So we've made a big change of what we offer and how we do it. And that's why the updating the career technical degrees was so important, because we've moved from where we were to, the bond gave us a building. And then we started the accreditation round. And we got accredited fully in 13-14. And then we started our first degree that was ours, not Portland Community College's, which was the Ag Natural Resources. So we have slowly or sometimes it feels fast, stepped into really being a total comprehensive community college, which has been a joy. Mm-hmm. Really has been.
That's awesome. Yeah, it is really, I mean, I grew up here. I moved away for about 10 years, but growing, I mean, I remember being out on, First Street and, there's the college. And now you look at it and go, how in the heck was there ever a college there? It's perfect for the district office. Works out great for them.
It does. It was a great deal for all of us. So I appreciate the time telling where we are, and in a community. I look forward to both summer and fall classes. I look forward to us wrapping up this goal to get to this last 200,000, and I look forward to the people moving into the new building. It's going to be a lot
that'll
of
be fun.
It will be.
It'll be nice for them too. Yeah. If you are interested in any of the programs that TBCC has going on, you can visit their website, tbcc.cc.or.us, or you can just Google TBCC. It pops right up. Let's see. Tomorrow we'll have Tillamook County Commissioner Mark Labhart here, and we'll be asking him about his honorary degree. Yes, his honorary degree. Don't forget senior meals, 11:30 at St. Mary's by the Sea in Rockaway Beach every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also noon every weekday at the Kaiwana Community Center in Pacific City. Cost is $3 for seniors and $6.75 for everyone else. Tonight there is a fundraiser for Relay for Life at the Pelican Brewery in Pacific City and the Tap Room in Tillamook. Dine out for Relay. 10% of all sales from 4 o'clock to close will go to Relay for Life. The South County Relay Team Looney Tunes will be in both Pacific City and Tillamook to answer questions about the Relay for Life program, so go eat up and donate to a good cause. Friday, the Cork and Brew Tour begins at 4:30 from the Pelican Tap Room. Sample wine, beer, along with food. Cloverdale will be playing as entertainment.
There they go.
Yes. You can get tickets online at corkandbrewtour.com or at the Pelican Tap Room or Sunflower Flats. Friday at 7 and Saturday at 2, Oregon Coast Dance Center is holding their 41st annual end-of-year recital, Dancing Through Candyland. It's at Tillamook High School. It's a food drive for the canned food, or the Oregon Food Bank, so bring canned food as your admission cost. Saturday, Yappy Days, which is a fundraiser for the Tillamook Animal Shelter, will be in Pacific City from 10 to 4. Live music, children's activities, puppy petties, splash pools, dog popsicles, silent auctions, and raffles. Sounds like a super fun time. Take your dogs down there. Happy birthday to Karen Matthews. Thanks, Connie, for coming in.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's fun to hear what's going on at TBCC. And thank you, Tillamook, for listening.